Hi, this is Andrea Gaughan of Andrea Gaughan Knits, and I'll be demonstrating how to work the sleeve increases in pattern for the Junco pullover. I recommend having the pattern chart visible as you watch this tutorial to follow along with exactly what I'm describing. And as I state in the pattern, I strongly recommend working the body before the sleeves so that you are very comfortable with the mosaic pattern before needing to work increases in pattern. Here, I've worked the sleeve instructions for size B through round 9 just before the first increase round. Because this is just a demonstration, I worked only a short section of cuff ripping. In all sizes, the first stitch of each round is worked in main color only. Then the remainder of each round is worked in pattern. For size B, we begin with column 5 of the chart, as you can see here. I will now begin the first increase round, which is round 10 of the sleeve instructions, and also row 10 of the chart. First, because this is a main color round, I will knit the first stitch. Now, the pattern instructions tell us to perform a make one right increase. Looking at the chart, we can see that this increase must be done in the main color. This is because the next stitch on the needle, this one, will be row 10, column 5 of the chart. So the preceding stitch must be row 10, column 4 of the chart. Since the increase must be performed in the color we're already working with, we will perform this increase as usual. Now I'll work to the end around where the second increase is done. I've now worked round 10 of the sleeve to the end of the round. The last stitch worked was row 10, column 11 of the chart. We will now need to work a make one left increase, and we can see from the chart that this increase will be a main color because the next stitch must be row 10, column 12 of the chart. Because the pattern in the sleeve is exactly centered, the two increases in the same round will always be the same color. The sleeve increases are also laid out such that they will always fall on an even number round, and that way it's easier to envision what color the increase is going to be worked in, because the rest of the round will simply be worked identically to the round before. Alright, so I've just worked an additional round, and I'm going to now demonstrate how to work increases in the opposite color as the working yarn. Note that I'm no longer working as is exactly instructed in the pattern, I just worked enough to be able to demonstrate this for you. The last round I worked was row 11 of the chart, so this next round will be row 12 of the chart. Because I'm working in the contrast color, I'll slip the first stitch of the round. I now need to work a make one right increase because the next stitch on the needle is row 12, column 4 of the chart. The increase must be worked in the main color as indicated by row 12, column 3 of the chart. Now I can't work this increase as usual, or else it would be in the contrast color, as that's my current working yarn. So instead of picking up the yarn from the round below, we're going to instead pick up the yarn from their last round that was worked in main color. Right here. And because this is a make one right, we're going to pick it up from back to front. I'm just using this needle to kind of get it up, and I'm going to actually pick it up from back to front with my left needle, as usual. Now we will just slip this picked up stitch instead of working it, mimicking how the other main color stitches are treated. In following rounds, we're going to treat this just as if it were a slip stitch. I'm going to now work to the end of round so I can show you how to do this on the other side. I've now worked to the end of the round. There's just a slight variation for the second increase in the round that we'll do at the end here. We will now be working a make one left increase in the main color. I'll insert my needle into the strand below from the last main color round work, and this time, because it's a make one left, it will be from front to back. Again, we'll slip this stitch, but we'll slip it through the back loop, mimicking how a make one left is usually manipulated by working it through the back loop. So now this stitch is oriented such that it will be worked just as a regular slip stitch in all following rounds. And that is how you work stitches in pattern in mosaic knitting. This is the sleeve of a completed Junco pullover. Here's from the side. And this line of increases is really going to be quite hidden when you wear it. But this is what it looks like. So you can see the pattern is growing between these two columns. This grows and grows and grows. And you have that one line of all black stitches in the center of those increases. Well, thank you so much for watching, and happy knitting!